Monday night jam session is here.
It's Black Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Look,
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and I'm pretty sure people are tired of that introduction. It's the only thing that comes to mind when we start. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. Monday night jam session. Perry Gamble, Reagan Jacobs via Zoom live or whatever. I don't know. What's up, man?
Record it. It ain't even live and in person. It's recorded over Zoom. Yeah. Night before. Yeah.
What are those sitcoms? This was recorded in front of a live studio audience or something.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if we could get some people in the background to just laugh at the things we say and stuff like that.
Yeah. Don't edit that in. We'll get some real laughs.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, man, before we get knee deep in this podcast,
Uh-oh.
you owe me an apology.
Me?
Yeah.
For what?
A few episodes back, take your records, take your freedom, take your memory. I don't need them. Take your cat and leave my sweater. Is that correct or is it not?
So here's the deal.
No.
We had this discussion. No. I'll tell the people we had this discussion on the podcast. If you heard it, if you didn't, we had a discussion about this song. Monday, were you re-listening to it or something? I don't know what happened, but I was actually listening to the podcast, like re-listening to it, and all of a sudden I get this text.
Shout out.
Did somebody text you?
Yep.
Yeah, they text him, and he sends me this text and sends me this article of how it was a cat and not a cap, and it was a whole big deal. Perry thought he won, and it was so funny.
So, Perry, we still haven't heard the apology. So, Perry, I would like to apologize for making you seem like you didn't know what you were talking about in front of the audience of the Monday Night Jam sessioners.
Perry, I will say it. You were right on that time. I will say it. You were right. I don't know how, and I don't know what article you had to find, but you were right.
There was also a video, so don't even make it out like I just found some whack article out there. There was a video too.
He was sitting there Googling. He was Googling Keith Urban.
Whatever.
I will give it to you. You were right on that one.
It's
apparently.
all good. So how's life, man? How's it going down south?
Well, it's getting cold. It's supposed to be like 36 in the morning. Not enjoying it. Ready? I'm ready for the 100 degrees come back. I'm a 100-degree guy, and I hate this cold with a passion. Hate it with a passion. And you say that I'm crazy, but everybody I talk to down here, I mean, recently, that's kind of my go-to line. Like, they're like, well, how's it going? I say, man, it's cold. I'm ready for it to get 100 again. And, you know, you talk to people like up there, and they're like, oh, you're crazy. People down here like, man, I know. I hate this weather. I wish it'd warm back up. I like that hot weather. I'd rather have it hot. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm at home, baby.
I ain't said nothing this entire time. You went on your little spiel about being.
No, you have before. You're, man, I'm a big man. I like that cold weather. In the rough out. When is have you dropped the flyer yet?
Haven't.
Huh? You're just leaving us waiting, huh?
Yeah. I like the anticipation on both sides. Y'all's anticipation is killing y'all, and my anticipation is killing me too. Like, I have got these deadlines to meet, and every year I never meet them.
You might need to put that in your 3-year plan.
Yeah, well,
meet deadlines.
Yeah, it's always like, we'll drop March 1st, and then like March 3rd I drop them, and I'm like, I'm okay with that, and so yeah.
And nobody gives you heck about it.
Expect March 3rd. I don't know. I like it like that.
Hey, whatever works, I guess.
Like, hey, did I miss? I'm pretty sure I didn't see a flyer today. Let me go check, and then, strum up all these bees and stuff, and they're like, huh, that's a nice whip. Let me see what else he's made. And then, you spend like 3 hours on the rough out page looking at whips and halters and tie ropes and stuff like that. Like, well, I might as well buy some. Yeah.
And I don't get no special privileges, people. He ain't told me either, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no. Have I told? I don't think so.
No, you haven't.
I don't tell anybody. It kind of drops, and then it's like throwing a match. You just drop it and walk away, and it's like boom, and then I take a break for like 2 days and don't think about nothing, and then come back to it, and I'm excited.
Hey, I'm not trying to get off subject. We can go back to it. But what shirt are you wearing?
Mm. Oh, this is my this is Bent Cattle Co. So, true story. I used to work at a sale barn, still do, a different sale barn. So one day we're walking through the barn. The next day after the sale, we're walking through the barn, and there's a longhorn in a pen, and she's standing there and she's chewing her cud at the gate. And her back is exactly like this one. She looked exactly like this. Had the
Yeah,
dip.
the listeners are really understanding what you're talking about.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Okay. Okay. Oh, for the listeners, picture a cow. Now, as you start at the tail of the cow, and as you work up and you get atop of her back, her tail head, take a put a dip, put a V there, and come back up, and then run her back. She had a big dip in her back like that,
uh,
and then it ran to her horns, and her horns were opposite of each other. So one pointed up, and one pointed down. She was a longhorn cow. I was like, dude, that cow would look really cool on a T-shirt, like something like Bent Calico or something like that. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on a T-shirt. So Bent Calico. Yeah, she's the. I hope she's happy wherever she's at. No.
Probably at Whataburger.
Probably so, but yeah, in her dying days, she actually she went back out to pasture, but this was like 3 years ago. But she went back out to pasture. I think she was bred. Went back out to pasture, and she inspired a T-shirt. So I mean,
Left a
that's,
legacy.
yeah, that's kind of my my life's goal is to leave an impact on somebody, leave a lasting impact.
How's that working out for you so far?
Oh
Good
well, I
or bad, you're leaving an impact.
yeah, I find myself on the other end of the impact, and I don't get it. I don't get it. I honestly don't. Um, yeah, I
Go
find
ahead.
myself on the other end of it. Like I I don't know. Don't say nothing to anybody, and Perry's the topic of conversation. How? What did I didn't do nothing? Didn't say nothing. And did you see Perry today? Like what? Why me? Why me? I at work Saturday on my horse, minding my own business back there by myself. And so I ride up to the front, and I think, what did I do? I brought a calf up to the front to sell down the side. Kid goes, "What's the occasion, Perry?" I was like, what are you talking about? Well, you got that fancy shirt on. I was like, it's a button-down shirt. He's like, yeah, but you never wear that shirt. I was like, well, I saw the shirt, and I was like, man, I never wear that shirt. Let me wear it, you know? Like, man.
You do come off kind of mean whenever people are asking you questions. I'm sure your friends can attest to that.
Hey, man, this lady told me a long time ago. She said, I got to remember how it goes. And it stuck with me. It really
You
did.
own a business? Oh, different lady.
Oh, no, I tell you, I really thought about that. No, this lady, she's like, what has it go? Your opinion of me has nothing to do with me, or something like that, or what you think about me has nothing to do with me. I was like, man, that's deep. So I come across as mean. Well, that's your own problem. Maybe you just don't like black people. So every black person you come across is mean. How about that, Reagan? Huh?
All the ones I've met have been nice. Just you asking questions,
Just
you
me?
just give.
Well, I don't know what it is, man. I don't say absolutely nothing to nobody. Don't do anything. I smile. I laugh. I'm a genuinely nice person, and for the most part, yeah, he kind of seems mean. Like, what am I need to make me a shirt? I'm not mean. It's just make me a t-shirt. I'm not mean. I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? You slave talk? Excuse me, sir.
Just
I,
laugh a little. You're so angry all the time.
yeah, I do. I laugh a lot. I laugh a whole lot. I was a nice guy.
Eyes.
Nice guy. We start every person I meet from here on out. Walk up to him. If we're staying, excuse me, sir. My name is Perry. I was a nice guy. What do you want from me? Help me.
Please, people come
What do
sign up to Ranch Rodeo. Do that. Please do that
you will not be doing that.
voice.
Well, yeah, I will not be doing that. But what do you want? Everybody's, oh, you see, I thought you were mean. How? Your perception of me has nothing to do with me. Well, I thought you were mean. That's your own fault. You know? What do you want from me? What do you want me to do? Tell me. I'm probably not gonna do it, but just well, matter of fact, don't even tell me actually.
You
That's
good?
you're missing out.
Do you need me for this conversation, or you got it?
Mm-mm. You struck a nerve.
I can tell, man. Uh,
Yeah. I think I think I don't know.
I think I struck a nerve
No,
bad.
no, no, no. I'm done with that. I was trying to
Oh,
say I think I don't know. I don't know. I think in my lasting legacy, I found myself dealing with more jealousy than anything. And it's like everything that I have, which isn't much, you can obtain too.
yep. I agree, 100%. And what little I got, people all the time like, man, must be nice. I'm like, man, you don't know how many times I sit there worried if I can pay the bills, and I
Right.
ain't rich by any means.
That's what
But
I'm saying. So in my lasting legacy, I don't get it. I've dealt with more jealousy than anything. And nobody ever says anything. You know, it's hard to say, yeah, I'm jealous. But it's just in the actions and the the demeanor of people and stuff like that. And it's the saddest thing. I think of all the things to be jealous is like the worst one to be
yeah,
because evidently I'm not easily approachable, but I swear to you I am. And I mean, man, Perry, would you mind showing me how to braid halters or showing me how to braid some tie rope? So I'll help you. I'll show you.
you'll show me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll show you. Don't. Matter of fact, so cool thing, Facebook offers like I don't know what it's called exactly, but like you can pay to watch like videos or pay to do a class or something. So I thought
yeah.
about like a class on Facebook um, for like how to braid and just you order this kit from me and it's like two pieces of meal tape, different colors, and then you pay the $5 or $10 or something and get on Facebook and watch the video, and I show you how to braid the tie rope or just to braid some meal tape, and it's
Yep.
color coded, it's color coordinated. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm bumbling words tonight.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
sorry. So I thought about doing that, but I was genuine. But jealousy is the craziest thing to me. Why me? This is my biggest question. Why me? Can I tell you a story?
yeah. Go ahead. I think
This,
you're gonna tell us anyways.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You might like this story. I don't know. So I went. I'm in a wedding. Believe it or not, I'm in a wedding. But
Yeah.
so I went and got fitted, and I had a shirt on. Shout out to my brother Jeremy. He gave me a shirt. It says "Minding my Black-owned business." Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm wearing this shirt.
Wait. Time out. Time out. It's OWN
ED.
ED with an ED. I couldn't understand you.
Yeah, minding my Black-owned business.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I'm rocking this shirt. Man, I like this shirt. This shirt's cool. I'm gonna rock it. I love it. So I go to get fitted, and so I'm in there, and so I got the shirt, and then she's like, "I like your shirt." I was like, "Thank you." She's like, "So do you actually own any businesses?" I was like, "Why would you fix your mouth?" The shirt says "minding my own business" in a nutshell. Black-owned business. Do you own any of it? It's like, yes, I own four. Oh, really? And you would think it stopped there. What are they? What do you not? What is the point of the shirt is to mind your own business, lady. I'm
Maybe
minding my.
she wanted to buy a halter. Maybe she wants to get some freight hauled.
Nothing about that shirt says I make halters. Nothing about that shirt that says I move freight. So don't give me that.
Well, she didn't
I'm
know.
like,
She might.
man, here I am minding my own business, and people still feel the need to get in it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just pet peeves, things that
Struck
bother
a
me.
nerve.
Mine, okay, you act like you just always striking my nerves, sir. You got nerves to strike too. I'm just polite enough not to strike yours. But anyways, so yeah, pet peeves. Mine dipping into my business is one of them.
What
My
about what?
biggest one,
Yeah, go ahead.
since I've been in the since I've been in the cattle industry for so long, on the I like to say smaller side of it, but Selborne hands are essential too. Uh, my most hated question with a passion. You don't need any cattle pay? You that
That's the
is
one I was gonna say.
that is my pet peeve. Don't fix your mouth to ask me that, which I don't care anyways. I don't own any, and my excuse for not owning any, if I wanted some, I could. But I was like, I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go fix no fence. 12 at night, 11,
Go
going
milk
looking.
cows in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that. So yeah, I don't want any. I like horses, and I've had my share of those, but I don't want no cows. Aggravating. Y'all out there in the cold, cutting net wrap, all that other good stuff. I'll pass.
What about the other one that man hey, how many acres y'all got? And my response is my first one. So my first one I say is, oh, I don't know. Oh, you apparently work on all this stuff and you do all this stuff, but you don't know how many acres you got yourself. And then they'll ask how many acres you got. I was like, well, sometimes not enough, sometimes too many. You know, well, what does that mean? What? None of your business. Stop asking me. I'm trying to be polite about it.
Try to be nice, but you dipping, being nosy.
I always get that. Well, you don't you apparently do all this work and you clear brush and everything and know people's land, but you don't know how many acres you got.
You know what? I just figured out my response to how many cattle do I own, Perry.
How many?
Well, the Lord gave me the cattle on 1,000 hills.
That was lame.
Oh, so the Bible's lame now. Okay, cool.
You could have had a better comeback, but it's all right. It's okay.
Okay, well, give us one, Reagan.
I don't have one.
Okay, then shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yep. There's that. That's enough of that. No,
So you're just saying you're lazy and don't like to fix fence.
no, not at all. I don't even like cows, dude. I
There
got
go your cell barn jobs and your cow jobs.
uh, no, 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 no. Make no mistake about it. I'm good at my jobs. The
Yeah.
few cow working gigs I still have, I do a good job at, sir. Uh, and I'm good at the sailboard.
Dang, how was bragging camp?
That's pretty good. When you get good enough, I'll take you.
Go ahead. My goodness. Tell us more.
Wait on
Tell
you.
us
I'm waiting on you.
tell us more how you're the best.
You know what? I figured out what my problem might be, and it's slightly my fault, but it also ties into people minding their own business. I think people, which I know for a fact, people listen to how I talk to my friends, and they take it as gold. So if I'm talking to one of my friends and I know you're ear hustling on the side, everything I'm about to talk about glorifies me. So now you take everything you heard and you're like, oh, I can't stand Perry. He's stuck up and he only talks about himself. Like, well, that's what you get for ear hustling because I wasn't
Yeah.
talking to you. So that might be part of my problem because I like doing that to people. If I find out you're listening and you're not supposed to be listening, totally different demeanor, attitude, everything.
You just hope that there's people when they go off and start talking about you, be like, no, he ain't like that at all. You ever talk to him? Well, no, but I heard him talking to somebody else. Oh, no, he ain't like that. Yeah. you know, hopefully you got
Maybe.
people in your corner.
Ah, Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I think it ties into caring too. I think oftentimes we care. Oh, we care too much about.
Oh, if you would have flipped over on camera, that would have been the best thing ever.
You gotta get up. You gotta get up mighty early to get ahead of me, even the check. I think. I think. I think oftentimes we care too much about people's opinions that aren't doing anything, that have no direct effect on what we're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you break away from that and you don't care, I think it bothers people. Like I don't know, like somebody that has a lot of influence, and then you come along and you're not bothered by their jokes or insults or slides and stuff like that. All of a sudden, it's a problem.
Yeah.
No, that
I
just I could care less about how you feel or what you think about me.
yeah.
Yeah,
People get upset all the time because they'll be like, "Oh, do you know who that is?" Man, I don't care. What do you mean you don't care? They got this, and this. Like, man, it really don't matter to me. Like, I ain't worried about it. I
yeah,
didn't do nothing wrong, so
yep. His stomach hurts just like the rest of ours. I was gonna say
I
something
know.
way worse right there, but I cut it out. I was like, don't say that. No, so that's what I went with. Sometimes his stomach hurts just like the rest of ours. So yeah. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I don't know. People are crazy.
Yeah, I agree. People. Uh, I had this conversation with my mom the other day about something. Worried to death about something. I think we had to go somewhere. We had to go to a wedding or something. Cousin was getting married. We was having to go to a wedding. Well, the other side of our family was having a birthday dinner for one of our cousins. And usually at like Thanksgiving or something or Christmas, we eat a little bit later than we said. Like, say we're gonna eat at 1, we may eat at,
Tea time.
huh?
What?
We might eat at 2 or 3 or whatever. Anyways, uh, so she was all worried. She's like, we have to leave by 2. Do you think they're gonna eat then? Asked me 2 or 3 times in the earlier in the week, and then the day before, I think she said, well, when do you think they're gonna eat? Like I said, Mom, it doesn't matter. You worry about the wrong, like we have to leave at a certain time. If we eat, good. If we don't, whatever. It doesn't, you're worrying yourself sick and making yourself sick over things that don't matter. There's more important things to worry about in life. And of course, I don't recommend that to a mom like mine. She got mad and hung up. But I would but no, that's why I try to tell everybody. It's like, why are you worried? It doesn't matter. It really you're wasting all this energy worrying about something that doesn't need to be worrying about. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Life,
That's just
life, life's
my two
simple.
cents.
Life is simple. It's really simple. And people say, "Oh, it's not that easy." It's Don't worry. If you can affect it, you shouldn't worry. If you can't affect it, you really shouldn't be worrying.
Yeah.
You have no control over the outcome of whatever it is. What are you worried about it for?
Ooh, you ain't talking about the election, are you?
Was I talking about the election? No.
Uh,
I mean, if you want
are
to
you?
talk, you can tie it into that. A lot of the things I say, Reagan, you can tie into a lot of aspects of it. Somebody's probably out there listening to the pod. Perry seems really conceited.
Yeah, yeah, he is. No.
That is not the case. This is a conversation between two friends, and you just so happen to be listening in on it. And so
Yeah.
take what you want out of the conversation. But yeah, no, a lot of the things I say, man, you can apply to different parts of your life. Don't worry at
Yeah.
all.
Me and Perry literally talk once a week. We
Yes,
talk once a week and we record it when we talk and let
yes.
y'all listen in.
Sometimes I thought we weren't gonna have to cut stuff out of podcasts, but sometimes I say things I shouldn't be saying, and so, so that gotta come out. I think if we were keeping a running tally on who says things that shouldn't be in a podcast, I'm definitely up on you.
Well, if you
Easily.
want to take that prize,
Oh yeah,
you go.
I'm not proud of it. I promise you, I'm not proud of it. But I'm definitely up on you. Oh well, I enjoy life to the fullest. So
Yeah.
sometimes I say things that shouldn't be said. But
Sometimes the spirits
sometimes
be talking.
they do.
They
Uh, I think also I'm glad you said that. I think we have to get back to honesty. Sometimes things need to be said. Honesty is the best policy. When I said those things to you, me and you were having a conversation, and then I remembered that other people could listen in. So you needed to hear it, but other people didn't. Honesty is the best policy, Reagan.
yeah.
Not necessarily in the podcast, so I just cut them out, but they're still there. But we have to get back to telling people the honest truth, man.
I agree. I agree. But the bad part about it, and people's some reason, I don't know if you tell me. Okay, tell me this. Over time, has lying got easier, or has people's feelings toward the truth got softer, or a combination of both?
Ooh,
You know what I mean? Dude, is
oh,
lying is
exactly.
huh?
I know exactly what you mean. That's a good question. Is I don't know, man. I think I think lying has gotten easier. Um, Lying has definitely gotten easier. What was your question? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Over time has lying gotten easier, or has people's feelings toward the truth gotten softer, or both?
I think I think lying has gotten easier because people's feelings toward the truth have gotten softer.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's what I think.
I think people tiptoe around people's feelings and emotions and stuff like that. And it's for what? You're not doing them any kinds of favors
Yep.
at all. You're not doing them no favors. Somebody told me the other day I was fat and I laughed. They were like, how'd you say that? I was like, well, it's the truth. Like, yeah, but there's no but to it.
Yeah.
Don't just walk up off the street and be like, hey, dude, do that. But, you know, I know it. I think people I don't know, you're supposed to leave your feelings at home. That wasn't what I was taught, but it makes work a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
At least work. At least work. Y'all not coming home with me. I came here to collect my check and do my job to the best of my abilities, and I'm going home. So how
Yep.
you feel about me, what you think about me, or anything like that, I could care less about it. Because at the end of the day, your feelings and your emotions and your opinions ain't on that check.
Yep. I
So,
and I now that you say that, I got a job coming up that it, it's gonna put me in a bad spot, and they're gonna try to cheat the system, but I'm not gonna let it happen because I'm not putting that on my name, and I'm not gonna do that because it ain't right. They're gonna get mad because they want to do something, but I'm not fixing to sacrifice my name and my job just because you want to scoot by and cheat by. It
you
don't work
care to
like that.
elaborate some more or not?
No, not yet. Maybe
Uh,
after the job we'll talk about it.
no, I think tell people the truth, even if it hurts their feelings.
Yep.
Tell people the truth, even if it hurts their feelings. That I didn't write that down. I didn't write that
You
down.
wrote it
But
down.
no, that's a general one. You're supposed to tell the truth. You're supposed to tell the truth anyways. But yeah, yeah, I care about my friends and families and things like that. So I'm cautious with the truth. But at the end of the day, the truth needs to be heard.
Yeah.
I'm cautious delivering the truth, but you're still gonna get the truth.
Hey, that's another thing though I seen on social media with some girls. They're like, I'm sorry, I'm just blunt. It's like, no, you're not blunt. You're just straight up rude and mean. You can tell the truth, but not just straight up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
pulverize
There's
somebody.
ways to give the truth. Now
Yeah,
you don't need an audience to give the truth.
yeah, exactly,
You need the
100%.
audience to give the truth. America is like the only country that has severely obese people.
Yeah, because nobody else has food.
Oh, wow, wow,
That's sorry. That's
wow. No, like we don't care. Like I don't know. Do you watch Thousand Pound Sisters?
no, that's gross.
My
I
600
see you be
pound
putting them Snapchats on of them bathing each other. Yeah.
life. I love Thousand Pound Sisters and my
Uh,
600 pound life. That's been my show for years. Come
no.
home from work, that's what I'm watching. But it just amazes me, the obesity issue we face in America. But I ain't got no room to talk because I'm big too. But anyway,
Pot and kettle. I was about to say pot and kettle.
yeah. So I don't know where I was going with. Oh yeah, America's like the only country that it's obese.
That I don't know. I guess we're just that free. No. Hey, when you tell that to somebody from another country, you tell them, "Well, we just got that freedom." They get so mad. So mad.
No comment. No comment. No comment. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I wanted to go somewhere, but I remembered other people listen to this. So,
Yeah.
like, oh, Pay didn't have nothing to say to that. No, Pay did. He just wasn't gonna do it this time. That's a lot of work cutting clips out. So I'm gonna just add on into something else. Man, you've been following the stock market thing.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy, ain't
Did you ever think that after high school you would see nerds versus jocks again?
it? Is that what you think it is? Is that what you're considering it?
I think that's what I'm calling it. Nerds versus jocks, man.
Who's the jocks?
Wall
Wall
Street.
Street? Wall Street's the jocks? I, I guess. I figured them from the nerds. I don't know. I see it as a big little. Uh big versus a little man.
Oh, you think? Who's the big
Yeah.
man?
Wall Street, obviously. Trying to strong arm the little man. You know.
You
I
got any
think
game
it's
stop?
no, I didn't even know. Of course I'm not on Reddit. So I didn't know, and I saw Dave Portnoy tweeting about it from Barstool, because I follow him pretty heavy, and he was tweeting about it, and then I started looking it up, and it is crazy what they. I mean, just in plain sight, just did it.
Yep. Uh, it is crazy. I
Did
actually
you buy any?
now I have stock. I don't have any GameStop stock. I wasn't even finna get in the middle of it. Didn't want no part of it. It's cool to watch. It makes me want to dig deeper into the stock. I mean, I have stock every now and then. I'll pill around with some, but for the most part, I decided to play like the long game on stock. So I
Yeah,
don't read none of the articles about like the stock of the week or the stock to watch or nothing like that. I bought some stock pretty cheap, and the long term is supposed to do pretty good, and that's kind of where I was at. But now I kind of want to play the short term game on the stock market, man.
yeah. Uh, I wanted so you have your regular trades and then your day trades to where you buy one here and then sell it whenever. I wanted to get into the day trading, but in order in order to make a significant amount of money, you got to have some money to put in, and I really didn't want to put that in. So I played the long game and did great, did really good on some of my stocks. Sold, I held them out for as long as I could. Sold some recently, and still holding on to some of them, but I didn't want to get in the middle of all this stuff, especially after I seen all that.
I feel kind of bad though. I had stock before, but when the coronavirus hit and the stock market took a plummet, I bought a bunch of stock, and I
Same.
feel really bad by having it, and I've sold some of it now. But yeah, that was like that's what you kind of look for. They're like, I don't know how we'll ever recover. And like, this is America, we'll recover. So I'm
Yeah.
playing the long game on the stock that I did buy during the pandemic. Well, I guess you're still in the pandemic, but when it first happened, I went to town. So
So what do you think? What do you think about? Uh, do you think the Wall Street guys were justified in what they did, or you think they should go to jail?
oh, did they break any rule? The first, I mean, and the game is life. It's always been set up to favor the rich,
Yeah.
I think. But at the same time, there's rules and regulations you still have to abide by. If they didn't break any rules, they don't go to jail. It's just one of those loopholes and stuff like that. Now, going to the higher ups, asking them to bail you out and to stop and all this other nonsense. Nah, you play the game, play it how it goes.
Yep.
You just
Yep.
so happen to have gotten caught this time. So
Yep. Yeah. I think you're right. If they broke a law,
you go to jail.
jail. But just at least people will see it now, and people are more open to. Oh, did you see that meme? It was like, everybody who bought GameStop and AMC are crying about market manipulation, and it was like
Welcome to
cattle
the
owners,
industry.
first time or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that one. I that bothers me as well. Eh, every 6 months, every 4 years, every 2 years, we have to pray for the oil field workers. At what point do we stop praying for these people and educate them on money management? You made buku's amount of money in
Preach
a
it, Perry. Preach it.
in a year, in 6 months, and
Yeah.
you didn't take care of it, and you didn't invest it, and you didn't do what you were supposed to do with it.
Woo!
Out on the curve, and I'm supposed to pray for you?
Yeah.
I can't,
Yeah. Go ahead.
can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm gonna pray for you as a person, but
Amen.
praying that the oil field comes back, and then you're gonna go back and do the same thing? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. My prayers are
Hey,
precious.
how would I do in a black church? Did I do pretty good?
You're decent.
Yeah.
Little hand clapping. If you stood up, you'd have really sent it home.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. But no, you're 100%. I think it's hilarious. Um,
Pray for them. I'm tired of pray for them. Let me educate you on money management, bro. You bringing home $7,000 a week? What are you doing?
Driving a $70,000 truck, Denali, jacked up on 24s.
Where was the last hoopty from the last time we had to finish praying for you? You sold it already? Bro, come on, you didn't learn? Pray for you. Why? No. Well, his family need to eat back home. Well, she should have helped him. Look, we done been through this 3 times, We gonna get it right this time. All your money. I just pray for oil field workers. Pray that the oil prices go back up. Pray they get their job back. But look, you need some money management.
Hey, I will give it to you on a job that's a bad deal, but money wise, they're making pretty good money. If
For
it's
what if you put up what you're making, and everybody's situation is different. I don't need you coming for me. How dare you? Everybody's situation is different. I understand that, but the average, I'll say average, average American family, I shouldn't have to be praying for you when the oil field takes a dump. You knew it was coming, and you making bank out here. Put it
yep.
up. Put your wife through school or something. Look, when I come back out this oil field after it goes under, you gotta go to work until I can get me something or something. Start a business, do something. Buy my business, something. I don't know.
No, she's driving around in Denali too with a sticker on the back that says "oil field trash wife." I seen that. I was like, oh my goodness.
Every time you turn around, it's pray for oil field workers. Why not pray for the farmer? He getting screwed both ends. You got to pay to take his cow to town. Got to pay to leave him in town. Got to
Pay to
pay to
work
get
them.
his check cash. Got to pay the worker. Like, I mean, at some point, like, stop and pray for an American farmer. How about that? Let's
Yep.
do that. Pray for
Yep.
farmers and ranchers. I shouldn't exclude those people either. Everybody's so butthurt. He said farmers, they do crop. Pray for farmers and ranchers and
Well,
weekend.
farmers get helped by the government. So,
Hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not even finna get into that. No sir. Nope. Nope.
come on.
Up in that one.
Come on.
Nope.
Come
I have to say though, it is very nice those self-driving things. You know, get to the end of your field. And back in the day, you know, they'd have to turn
So
it
you
around.
agree they're self-driving tractors? Remember that podcast where you argue with me? So you telling me they're self-driving tractors? Y'all heard it, folks. You heard it.
Anyway.
He didn't cut it out.
Anyways, the self-propel where, you know, back in the day they'd have to stop and turn it around and reset it. Now the thing will do it itself. It's like you in that sleep or reading a book or something, you know.
Hey, I got asked to drive one the other day. He's like, hey, man, would you want to drive a tractor? You don't have to. You can stay on your phone the whole time. It does it pretty much. You just got to be in there and turn it around. I'm like, yeah. Where do I sign up?
Yeah. So I wish my horse was well, he kind of is self-driving, but
Oh, here we go.
what?
Here we go. When he sees the trailer, he self-rides it right back to that trailer and jumps in.
No, none of that. No, actually, he don't like to get in the trailer. Even when the day is done, he won't get in. Which part of that's my fault too, because I drive like a bat out of where. But
Oh, I know. I was trying to follow you the other day, and oh my goodness.
I was up there. So let me slow down. He was following me home. Yeah. He don't like to get in the trailer, but that's my fault. I can understand that. So, yeah. But yeah, my horse ain't self-driven. None of that.
You don't put that training on him or what?
Nah, man. No. When you ride plugs, you get plug results. So, yeah, that's how they go.
Can't believe you didn't want to get into the farmer deal.
Yeah, that's a no for me. I had that conversation outside the podcast one time, and I was educated royally.
Quick.
So, pray for farmers and ranchers. they go first. Pray for the farmers and ranchers because they feed more people than ranchers do. So,
Well, you're just gonna kiss up to him now, huh?
yeah,
He got scolded. He got scolded, and he wants to kiss up now.
Hey man,
It's like a kid in elementary school, and the teacher yells at him. He's a teacher's pet after that.
I was gonna say, you know how sometimes you get them whoopings and they leave a lasting impact. You know that would hurt. Pray for the American farmer and rancher, and then just to keep the weekend warriors happy and the weekend warriors. But it's a lot of dots in between there. So yeah, I don't know, man.
I was gonna say something, but I'm afraid you wouldn't cut it out, so I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, come on, man! I'm better than that.
No.
I've almost cut out everything you've asked me to. I think, if you ask.
I don't think I've asked. You just
Don't make it out. Don't make it out like I haven't cut none of your stuff out, sir. Don't make me out to be some bad guy. See, whatever. Anyways, yeah. One of these days, I'd like to have one of them self-propelled horses. About 20, 30,000, maybe. I settle for about 15.
Oh God.
10. 8.
300.
just working my way down. Like I couldn't see spending that kind of money on one. And I'm not knocking the people that do. It just don't fit my lifestyle.
It's not in the Paragamble program to buy those.
Yeah. I was at work. They hired a new kid at work, and we were talking about horses. I was like, "Come out to get me another one. Start over." He's like, "Nah, you just do better buying one." I was like, who I am, buddy. Like, I'm not saying I'm no Clint Anderson or anything like that, but I'm like a decent horse. He's like, yeah, you just better off buying one. You don't even
maybe he saw your horse.
Don't be No, he ain't never seen. He ain't never seen none of my rigs. So
Oh.
he was just going off of his preference. He prefers to buy them and ride them versus I prefer to make them and ride them. So
And man, there ain't no problem with that because I did that too. I bought horses that were finished and I paid more, and I just don't do it anymore because I'm able to ride a little bit more. And I'm not saying that anything I ride is good
yes,
that I paid little for, but
no,
you
no,
feel
no,
more accomplished and you can do more riding them.
no. You shouldn't say that. Not saying that anything I ride is good. No, everything I ride is good. This horse works for me.
Yes.
I'm you looking at me ride this horse. You ain't gotta ride it.
Yep.
You ain't never got to set foot on nothing I own.
Yep. Yep. I
So
would never have that horse. Well, that's why I got him and you don't,
that exactly. So some people buy them, some people make them. I'm not. Don't knock the next man. So he was like, yeah, man, you just do better buying one. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
but they put bells and whistles on them and stuff I don't like. Then what?
Yeah.
I don't like the way he does this. I like it when it's done this way. And I can't go tell the trainer, hey, when you make this one for me, make him do this, this, and this. No, he gonna try it the way he does. So best thing to do is to get me one and do it myself.
Yeah, I found that out too. Like I bought that one and then I bought that young one, 2 year old, and I had no idea what I was doing. But she rides how I ride. Like somebody else can get on her like, hey, she don't do this. Well, I was like, let me do it, and she do it, and they're like, well, how'd you do that? I'm like, well, she just knows how I ride, and
Yeah.
we work together as a team.
Yeah. Now, if you're in the business of making horses for other people, you do it the general way. But
Yes.
I say I'm not in the business of.
You lie.
I don't. I just can't keep them, man. When I'm finished with them, and I think I've gotten as far as I can go, they got to go. Which this is funny. So my dad after church today, I saddled up old paint, and I changed his bit. We got a bunch, from back in the day when my dad was a cowboy, I guess we'll
Yeah.
say. Which a lot of people don't know that, so it's always funny listening to people talk about me and stuff like that. Like, oh, he just jumped up on a horse and think he knows it all. Like, I had a start.
Django over here.
Yeah, I had a good foundation. My dad's in the game, was in the game, but now he preaching, same, different game. But anyways, he waved me down, so I went down to him, and he was like, "So how's old Paint coming along?" Which the only approval I'm seeking when it comes to the horses I ride is honestly my dad's. Like I could care less about anybody else's opinion on this horse, But
Yeah.
so he's like, how's he coming? How's he getting around? And show me what he can do. So you know me. I think I'm the world's greatest horse trainer. So I go out there, show the little horse off for him and stuff. He like, oh, he getting around pretty good. It's like, well, thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Paul.
So he was like, you ought to think about keeping one. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, keeping it. Yeah, instead of riding it till you think you're done and selling it, keeping one. This would be a good one to keep. I was like, oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I was just getting unattached to him.
Now I gotta keep him. So he's like, yeah, you always need your good one somewhere in the bag. I was like, oh man, now I gotta keep him. So,
So he's for sale?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay a little bit more now because he got my Paul's approvals.
Sentimental value.
Yeah, just a little bit, but yeah. So I honestly though I've never been in the business of making horses for other people. I like the horse that I'm riding. If you happen to like the horse too, I'll sell him. I will sell anything. But as far as the business go of making horses for other people, not my game.
Yeah.
I like how they get around, and if you like it too, I'll sell them to you.
Yeah. If you got the money and you just want him that bad, he can go.
I had a guy Saturday. He was asking about him, which he's been coming over there for a while, and he always asks about him. I never thought none of it. So we were sitting back there talking. He's like, how's old Paint treating you? I said, he's doing pretty good. He moving around nice, man. I like watching him. I was like, oh, thank you. He's for sale? I was like, no, sir. Well, you got anything else you want to say? It's like, dang it. Now I really got to get me another one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I'm no Clint Anderson.
No, you talk different.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit different. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Yeah, where's that?
Is that how you're going with that? You gonna just stop there?
Yeah, I changed
Yeah.
bits. It's crazy. It's crazy how much I was watching. So I still watch YouTube videos and read articles and stuff about horse training and stuff. You're never too old to stop learning. Every day's a new day. You're always learning something new. So I've been heavy into the bit game, watching YouTube videos on different bits and stuff like that. And so I went through our arsenal of bits here at the house, and actually found one, and I was like, well, we'll try it and we'll see, And he really took a liking to it, and totally different horse.
You
A lot
finally
of
moved him out of a snaffle or what?
oh, that's funny for totally different reasons. That's funny for totally different reasons. But yeah,
Anyways.
yeah, been out of that. Been out of that. We
Yeah.
all
Oh, okay.
past that. It's kind of when we leave home and we're doing something, I need you to stop. And I not that I haven't instilled in you the value of a stop, but just that extra precaution.
Just in case.
Cars have brakes, and you also have the emergency brake.
Yeah.
That's what I like to think the Shanks will do. But it's each his own. Some people car don't have emergency brakes, so whatever.
Mine ain't worked in years.
Yeah. So yeah. So we progressed out of that, and we weren't getting along really, and rider error. Uh, yes, a lot of that, but he wasn't where I liked for horses to be at that level of training that I've put on them. So I got into the bit game a little bit, different bits and what you expect out of them and stuff like that, man. And I found a gem on YouTube. Oh, awesome video.
Yeah.
This dude he went through them all, and I was glued. I watched it like 3 times. It's like, this is what I've been looking for. And so went through all our bits at the house and finally found one. I was like, well, let's see if he knows what he's talking about. And sure enough, I was like, ooh,
So what'd you
okay,
put him in?
none of your business.
Ah, that's the problem. That's the problem with people. They're gonna go to the grave with their secrets, and we won't know none of it because they won't tell us nothing. Nothing.
I knew
Nothing.
it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it.
Yeah, I set you up for it. Yeah.
No, man. Uh, I'm trying to decide if I want to share.
Share the YouTube video then.
Uh,
Oh, you don't have to. I was just jacking with you.
oh, yeah. But I mean, that's apply that to anything in life. You're never too young to stop learning. YouTube is full of information,
Oh, I'm
also
telling you.
full of foolishness. But outside of that, there's a lot of knowledge and stuff. I live on YouTube. If
Uh-huh.
if I want to know something quick, YouTube. There's 50 different videos about it. So I was I always see bit trading and stuff like that going on Facebook and stuff like that. And I know I know a little bit about bits, stages and progression and stuff like that. Know a little bit
Yeah.
about it, but you know, I'm no Einstein when it comes to it. But I definitely feel like Einstein after watching the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Definitely not Einstein, but I feel like it. So I enjoyed it, man, and I'm excited. I'm excited to start over because now I have a new set of bits to try along the way. So yeah, you could always learn something new. So
Yeah. Now,
yeah,
a lot of people that I've seen, and they're around our age, think that they've stopped learning, and they can tell it's like if you just listen a little more, you might learn something else.
Yeah, for sure. So
I
you
know
never.
old people that are still listening because they're still learning. I'm talking like 70s, 80s.
Oh yeah, for sure. I see old people on TikTok. You never too old to stop learning. If they can figure out TikTok, so can I. So I'm
MILF
like,
talk.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Oh, he's on that sugar mama side of TikTok.
Speaking of that,
Oh, here we go.
never mind.
Oh.
Hey, my TikTok is for me.
Mind your business.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, man. It's I'm really excited. I in no way proclaim to be the world's greatest horse trainer. None of that. None of that. Any way, shape, or form. I've wrote a few. I've started some from the ground up, and the plan and the path that I set up works. Probably not the greatest, but nobody's really complained. Well, they ain't never told me nothing
Yeah, yeah.
from it, but I will leave it at that. But you can always learn something new. From the first horse I started to now, I've definitely come a long way. Uh, and now I've learned something new, and I'm excited to try it. Part of me wants to try it on a little bit better horse, quality of horse. But at the same time, I feel like my program works for sheep horses.
Don't be putting 19 down like that.
He was cheap. The man was cheap. He ain't got no shame in it.
Knows. Well, now you're gonna try to sell him, and people are like, well,
I'll say keep him. So
oh,
it's gonna take a lot of money to get off of him now.
hey, have you run into that problem though? You say you buy something or you have something, and you're trying to sell it, and they're like, well, I know you didn't give much money for it. It's like, ain't my time worth something? I know I may say you give $500 for something, and they're like, and you ask after a while, you ask 1,500. Well, why would I pay you that? You only gave 500 for it. But I've had it and I've messed with him. Ain't my time worth something?
Yeah,
Not just horse. That's in everything, not just
I
horses.
agree. I agree. Everything we talk about applies to everything. We might be talking horses, but we could definitely be talking sheep. So,
Oh.
yeah, I don't know.
I know you keep them rubber boots in your truck. I don't know.
Easy, big fella, easy. But yeah, I don't deal with people like that. Man, I know you paid 300 for 19, so I'm not gonna give you 4,000 for him. All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
You asked about him, so it's something about him you like.
Yep. Yep. It
Simple as
just
that.
it grinds my gears every time because I'm like, they're like in leather. People say, well, leather don't cost that much. Why is it that? I'm like, do you see it took me
Yeah,
time.
I agree. It's funny. People will be like, what are you getting for your horses? Oh, $40. Dude, I got a roll of mule tape in the barn. I could do that. Okay, all right, cool. Conversation's over right there. It's dead
Yeah.
because you got a roll. Go do it. When you
Yep.
get started and when you cussing and your fingers hurt and all that other stuff, when you come back and you want to halter, it's $80 now because I had to repeat myself.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
didn't
got
really
a
repeat myself, but I had to jack it up just to teach you a lesson.
I got a friend that'll do it for half that. Well, then why'd you come to me? You came to
Yeah.
me for some reason.
Something about me you like,
Yeah.
or what I do that you like. So just skip over all that extra stuff and just pay it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy my share of haggling, just a little bit, just not a
Re-
little bit.
respectably.
Respect, yes, a lot of that. Sometimes I feel like selling $10 hoaxes. Sometimes
Yeah.
I feel like they're worth $150. You know,
Yeah.
life's a balance of highs and lows. I ain't never sold one for 10, but I think there might be some I do. Maybe like a 1 day sale for $10.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Snapchat.
I'm, that's them spirits talking. Yeah, no
Uh,
$10.
Yeah, I had them when I sell my wallets for 75, and sometimes I'm like, man, I don't know if they're worth that. I start doubting, and then you show some people, and they're like, oh my gosh, you could charge 150 for that. I'm like, really? I have people that complain about 75.
Yeah, and see, them the people you need to get away from.
Yeah, yeah,
And I keep telling myself that, but it's like I like them people. I know them people. Them
yeah.
people are nice. Them people are comfortable. Them are safe people. But you never get anywhere in your comfort zone. So I don't know. I think the nice thing about the halter game, I haven't touched my prices in like 3 years. So I think we're due for a price hike. I mean, after all, Biden's in office, so if anything, we can blame him for it. What are you laughing at?
Just the way you threw that in there is funny.
Uh,
It
uh,
made me laugh. I
yeah,
thought you were going somewhere else with it, but I got that's cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
Where you thought I was going? You gonna drop the
No,
price for Biden?
huh?
Thought I was gonna drop the price for Biden?
No, no. I thought you were gonna say everybody got their stimulus checks and they're wanting to spend them, so I'm gonna hike them up.
Oh no, no, no. Mm-mm. You know, with this minimum wage going up, man, I'm gonna have to. I got a lot of workers on the
You gotta
payroll,
pay your workers a little more.
and I don't. I hate, and I don't. It just kills me to lay somebody off, man. So I got It's gonna have to go into the halters, and I hate to
Yeah,
do it. It pains me to do it. Just know deep down, it pains me to do it.
it's coming from upper management though.
Upper, way up, above my head, man. Yes, I. It pains me. I stay awake some nights.
Yeah. From the spirits.
Running from them.
Yeah.
It's a hard life out here, man. Mm,
Anyways.
yeah, I don't know. That's life though. It's nice though. I was talking to somebody and they were saying they really enjoyed the podcast because it's relatable. And I started thinking, I was like, is what we talk about relatable? Truly?
We just start talking. We don't we don't have no.
I don't. I think. I think one of the other things. I think people have gotten away from conversations. I mean, for the most part, you text everything, you send videos, you send pictures and memes and stuff like that. I think the art of conversation is dead and dying.
Well, nobody acts like they have the time.
Dude,
I don't have the time to stop and talk. You know,
I love to talk. Always got time to talk.
say
Man, I love talking. I always got time to talk. But I think that's the cool thing about this podcast. It's just two of us sitting here talking about any and everything. And to listen in on that is cool. But I think it makes other people want to talk. Like you never know what you could come across in a conversation talking to somebody.
yeah.
Yeah. Um and
You
I
never
think
know
that
who they know, what they can teach you, what you can teach them.
yeah, prime example. We were out with a guy and he sent three people to the NF farm. And there we were in his presence, and it's like, wow. Stop. Stop that.
Stop, Barry. You
You
forgot about
stop.
you forgot about the four trucks.
I see that you guys stop. You stop. But you just never know. And the only way you're gonna know is by talking to people. And you can learn a lot from older people, man. Wisdom and knowledge. Sometimes they don't share everything, but sometimes they have good days and they tell all. And it's like, wow. And
You're
sometimes
crazy. No.
pretty much it. Sometimes they have bad days and they don't want to talk at all. But man, yeah, this there's nothing new under the sun. So the idea that all these Gen Zs and Gen Xs are coming up and everything's new, none of this stuff is new. What y'all are doing, technology's new, but it's the same game, same game,
Yep.
same game. It's you look back in the old days. These Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Papa was doing all that without technology and was able to keep it all up. You got technology and you still can't keep it up. So I mean, you could take a lesson from Papa. It's a bad lesson to take, but still, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it blows my mind. These kids, yeah,
Yeah, it's
that was a
uh
terrible example because
it
Papa
was a
was.
terrible
But hey, I didn't write the song.
but the funny thing is the ironic thing is about it that you see all these people TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, everybody. I wish they'll post pictures of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and they'll say, "I wish I lived in this time." But they're out there doing stuff of today's age but putting on a fake front. I wish I lived in the 80s. It's like you can't live without your phone.
To get your feelings hurt more than anything.
Yeah. You're
Quick,
so soft.
get your feelings hurt real quick. When I
Bullying was a sport.
yeah, 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 you get your feelings hurt quick. It's crazy. You everything you say, you gotta consider feelings. Like, look, sometimes it just needs to be said, and you deal. Just know I'm a friend. So what I say is for the betterment, which is not a word of the friendship or of anything, of the
Yeah.
job, especially the job. I don't have to like y'all to get my check.
Oh.
That is. That is. I think we gotta get there. Yeah. So people want to live in the roaring 20s and stuff like that. Please,
Yeah.
please have a seat.
I yeah, there I see pictures of them old times and they're all like, "I wish I lived in this time." Well, my grandparents lived through the time. They said how bad it was. Y'all would have never
They were
made it.
doing back then. They were doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
That's what nobody wants to
Yeah.
talk about. I want to live in the 60s. They were doing drugs and hating black people, and you still do that today.
Damn. Damn.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh,
Times
struck a
ain't changed.
nerve. Struck
Ain't nothing.
another nerve.
Oh no. I'm just saying, ain't nothing new under the sun. So I want to live in the 60s. There was hating black people and doing drugs. You can do that today. You can do that today. I want to live in the 20s. 'Cause I
I'm a,
read,
I'm gonna I'm gonna reply to somebody's deal on there and say that one day. I'm gonna say,
I don't think it'll go over that well.
no,
For you
maybe if
anyway.
you said it. Yeah, for me.
I think you should leave. If you find that video, tag me in it, and I'll post the comment. So that way you don't get beat up for all hate speech and all this other stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, I see those. I see those. Oh, what I would do to live in the 20s. Okay.
they were. Yeah, I know. It's insane. It drives me up a wall.
Yeah, you're barely living in the 2000s. So don't even give
Yeah,
me. Don't give me about going back to the 20s. You barely getting along. You're depressed and all this other. What are you depressed about?
on all these medications and stuff.
What
And
are you depressed about? Help. That's another thing I didn't get about TikTok. All these kids on their depression is real. I agree with you 100%. But you're 17, you live well, you're on TikTok, you got food and a roof, and things are good. Not necessarily the greatest, but things are good. What are you depressed about? You haven't even started life. Help me.
yep, yep.
Oh, depression hurts. Get off your phone and go outside and do something. Oh, I need Kim Kardashian to tweet me back, or I'll be depressed forever. What are you talking about? I just don't get it, But oh, take me back to the 50s. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I'll take you back. All right, leave you right there in the 50s. That's-
Yeah. Kids are. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Well,
just listen to young people and stuff like that, and it drives me up the wall, man.
getting
Y'all are
worse and worse.
disconnected and lost.
I always heard older people when I was growing up, like, "Oh, these kids don't understand. These kids don't understand." It's like, it would always make me mad when I hear that. All these older people always say that, but the older I get, the more I understand what they're talking about.
Dude, facts.
Like, oh, I got all these problems. I got this. I'm so stressed. S- Stressed? You don't have any bills. You live at home. You don't have to worry about nothing but going to school and making your grades and coming home. You have no responsibilities.
Life ain't started for you.
No,
now, and there's certain situations and things like that. I understand that, but for the most part, nah, you got it good. It blows my mind, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is why I just work my little jobs and go home. Try to stay out
Own
the
your little
line.
own your little businesses.
Own my little business and do my little thing and leave it at that. Oh, that's
Mind your
another
black
one.
on what?
Mind my black owned business. There it is.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, that's pretty much it. I try my hardest to try not to give my opinions because they're always the wrong side of the situation. So
Yeah.
I can't win
Yeah, I know.
in general. I can't win. You know this for a fact. I got put in a group chat with you the other day on Snapchat. Stupidest group chat I've ever had. Said absolutely nothing and still wound up losing in the end. I
It was
was
rag on Perry session.
yeah. I know he's reading all this. Like, yeah, I'm reading it and I ain't said nothing. Still ended up losing. Like, so I just yeah, I tried not to say anything. Just whatever. Come what may, whatever, whatever. Still somehow Perry's the bad guy. If you need me to be the villain in your story, so be it. There's that. That's how I feel about
It didn't matter if you replied or not, you were always going to be the
it.
bad one.
Yeah, y'all two are having a conversation, and I'm reading the conversation talking about Perry. I'm like, look at this. Didn't say nothing. Got stuck in a group chat. Why are we in here? Rag on Perry. Here comes Reagan. Rag a little more. Then come again. Rag some more. Down
Egg it on. Egg it on.
some more, and then here's Reagan. I know Perry's seeing this. Rag some more. Come on. Like, yeah, I'm
Well, at
reading
least
it.
we included you and we weren't talking behind your back.
I guess that's true then. Oh, there it is. That's one way to look at it, I guess.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, that's the other way to look at it. Thank you. I hadn't looked at it like that. That's true.
Glad I
Yeah.
could open your eyes.
Thank you. Don't do it again, but thank you. Don't do it again. Thank you.
Oh, man. Well,
Shall we go?
I think it's about time to get out of here.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We hope you enjoy. We hope something was said to help someone.
Yeah.
Got to stop stealing church stuff. I've got to stop stealing that stuff. Yeah. We hope something was said to help someone. But yeah, I'm out. Harry Gamble. Reagan Jacobs with the last words and benediction, ladies and gentlemen.
Last words and benediction. I got it right here. So, you're not too busy. Your priorities are just out of sync. Or no, you're not too busy. Your priorities are wrong.
You heard the man.